When we say Acer, most people usually think of affordable entry-level laptops, but the ConceptD 5 Pro is more ambitious. It's a machine designed for designers and creative workers, people who need lashings of power inside a case that looks suitably stylish. This creator laptop is packed to the brim with creative power. Rise to the task of any challenge with an 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor, an NVIDIA RTX 3060, 16 gigs of DDR4, and 1 TB PCIe Gen 4x4 SSD. Whether you're video editing or designing in 3D, you get the performance for all your grand ideas. A 2.4 GHz Intel Core i7-11800H 8-core processor gives creators more choices than before, including the power and performance you expect in ultra-portable form factors. Strike a balance between an unfettered creative experience without compromising your day-to-day mobility and productivity. The Acer ConceptD 5 Pro's specification is geared towards professional visual tasks. Graphical power comes from an NVIDIA Quadro RTX 3000, a chip with NVIDIA's latest architecture, 6 GB of memory, and 2,304 stream processors. It's roughly level with the mobile GeForce RTX 2070, but because it's a Quadro chip, it also has ISB certification. The graphics core opened a convincing lead over the RTX 2060 included in the Asus. In 3D Mark Skydiver, the Acer ConceptD 5 Pro scored 30,913 points, more than 4,000 more than the Asus. Display quality levels are superb. The Delta E sits at 1.9, which is great. Anything below 2 means human eyes can't detect color deviations. The temperature of 6,329 K is great too, barely different from the 6,500 K ideal. The Acer rendered 99.8% of the sRGB and 98.9% of the Adobe RGB gamuts, so it's comfortable working in both color spaces. The brightness level of 385 nits is huge, high enough to make it easy to use this machine under office lights and outdoors. That brightness figure is joined by a black point of 0.26 nit, which lends proper depth to dark areas. The contrast ratio of 1,480 to 1 is superb and means the whole screen has exceptional punch and vibrancy, and that it does a great job of rendering subtly changing shades. In terms of pure screen quality, the Asus is better. Its OLED panel has vibrant colors and perfect black levels, and it has that second panel. With its timeless look, the ConceptD 5 looks great in any workplace, while its durable design enables creators to work on the road. With a stain and abrasion-resistant micro-arc oxidation coating and durable magnesium alloy design, measuring just 19.9 millimeters thick, this stylish laptop is ready for trips to any location. So sit back and type comfortably in any environment with the warm, amber glow of the backlit keyboard. The Acer ConceptD 5 Pro looks smart. It's made from thick, matte black magnesium alloy. It's got sleek, angled corners, and Acer's logos are unobtrusive. It's no surprise Acer has spent plenty of time on aesthetics. The ConceptD 5 squares up against the Asus ZenBook Pro Duo, which has an attractive metal design and eye-catching dual screens. And then there's Apple's MacBook Pro, perennially one of the world's best-looking laptops. However, closer examination reveals areas where Acer's design doesn't stack up. There are visible seams throughout, not a terminal issue, but disappointing given the price. Lots of the edges are sharp, and the outlandish exhaust comes straight from Acer's gaming notebooks and look out of place. A quiet and comfortable environment is vital when you're focusing on an essential piece of design. This triple fan system combines the latest 5th Gen Aero Blade 3D fan and unique thermal cooling technology to generate a unique aerodynamic vortex flow within the device, ensuring the device and the components inside stay frosty even when pushed to the limit. Battery life is poor, which is no surprise from a slimmer machine with high-end components. In a work test with the screen at half brightness, the Acer lasted for 3 hours and 20 minutes. If you ramp up the screen and push the components harder, expect an hour to be slashed from that time. Don't expect to get a day of life out of this machine. In reality, you won't make it to lunchtime. Meanwhile, the laptop lasted for 4 hours and 27 minutes in a less demanding video playback test with the screen at 50% brightness. That's a better result than the PC Mark 8 home test, but it's still below the 5 hours of the Asus ZenBook Duo and further behind the MacBook Pro. The Acer still won't handle half a day away from the mains, even if you're very careful with screen brightness and applications used. All in all, the Acer ConceptD 5 costs more than Dell's Inspiron 16 Plus, but less than Lenovo's ThinkPad X1 Extreme Gen 4, and for the most part outperforms them both. Its display falls a bit short of OLED panels, dazzling colors and contrast, but nevertheless ranks above average as long as you can live without a touch screen.